Hello, welcome to my channel. This is my Dare to Win save with Blackburn Rovers, Premier League champions, FA Cup winners, European Cup champions, winners, wow, and Carabao Cup triple winners. We've won that 3 times on the trot. So let's get straight into it. It's been a busy season. It's been an amazing season. I really can't believe how well we've done. Transfers in, and Lucas signed of the season by a country mile. We signed him for 25 million. 40 appearances, 1 as a sub, 34 goals, 3 assists. Absolutely phenomenal. He was a bargain buy. I'm amazed he's not worth twice what he's actually valued at the minute. Cerceda, we spent a little money on him. Centre half. We wanted to beef up the defence this season. I think we did. We only lost 4 games in total, so the defence was doing something right, weren't they? Brought him for 67. He's made a little bit of problem, but look at the stats on the guy. 6'3", jumping reach 17, heading 12. Not really worried about the heading, but 6'3". Pace in a centre half is really important and something you don't get a lot of. Cerceda, we bought him for 46 million. He's going to be, where did I get that from? Serda. He's going to be a cracking midfielder in the future. He's only 22 years old. Again, look at the stats. He's going to come really good. And they're already valuing him at 100 million up to, which I'm surprised at. And Joffrey, again, one for the future, 22 years old. And yeah, there you go. So we made a conscious decision. I normally sign players under the age of 23, but I needed, you would have heard me gripe on about it loads of times through the saves, we needed a 30 goal a season player, and we got him. And lo and behold, we won the league. Last time we had a 30 goal a season player was Joel in a championship, and we won the championship. So it does go hand in hand. You need someone to stick goals in. But that said, as we get on through this, hopefully you'll see a lot of my players scored a lot of goals. So players out, main players out. The board wouldn't have been happy with that. Neither was I. He wanted to go. He was causing problems. We were offered 34 million, which was top asking price for his value with us. So he's gone. He was only a youngster. I was sort of hoping he was going to be around for a bit longer. Biggest thing in last season was Thomas Lavino left, 99 million. Couldn't not, could I? And then we got a couple there. One, Milo Teklik, I was gutted he left. But having said that, he's 28 now, so he was coming to the end of his contract. He wasn't going to renew it. Crystal Palace came in and offered me 18.5, and I cashed in on him rather than letting him go on a free. And then the other big one we got rid of was Carl Evans. Been griping on about being the best striker in the club for the last couple of years. I didn't agree with him. I didn't think he was first team material at all. And Sheffield United offered me 11 million for him, so he's gone. And loans out, loads. I'm not even gonna. This is only a fraction of the loans that are out there, so I'm not even gonna go into those. So Premier League, finished first. Average attendance 100%. We filled our stadium to the rafters. We've actually in the planning still. They've been 12 months now planning a stadium expansion, which is a bit of a concern because they did say that would raise another £15 million a year, which makes a big difference to a club at the size of Blackburn. Top goal scorer in the league, Lucas, 24 goals. Board were over the moon. Of course they were. We've won the Premier. We were meant to finish 7th or 8th, and we've won it. Not once were we comfortable. You know, we've always had Arsenal, Liverpool breathing down our throats. Then up until the last game, we needed to win if Liverpool won. Well, we needed a draw or a win to be sure of winning it. And we came back we were behind to Man City, and we've come back and beaten them 3-2. I think we were 2-0 down. So where are Man City on the defeats? Yeah, there you go. We were 3-2 down against them. We've actually done a double on Man City this season, which is something to be proud of in itself, you know. It has cost Pep his job, and I'll hold my hands up. All right. I have applied for the Manchester City job. Simple reason being I've been at Blackburn for 7.5 seasons, and it's time to move on. Another reason I'm moving on is because I've become a legend at Blackburn. So I've sort of ticked all the boxes here. Did the saves. I've ticked all the boxes for the save in one season, would you believe? But the save is about 11, 12 seasons old. I don't rush. I take things steady. I don't bankrupt clubs, and I'll show you that in a minute. English FA Cup. Sorry, I didn't talk about the Champions League. I got rabbiting on that much. So we beat Real Madrid in a final. Okay, totally unexpected. Again, I'm guessing this is the same for the Champions League. 100% sell out on a stadium. The board are pleased, of course they are. And we didn't have a great group stage. We lost some games here. PSG, we thrashed down here. We were lucky against them. Barcelona, 5-2 wins against Barcelona. That in itself deserves the trophy at the end of the season. And we beat Real Madrid 1-0 in Cardiff, so I'm quite happy with that. FA Cup, one little blip. We drew 1-1 away at Southampton, played the replay and beat them. You look back, all the games we play are top teams. The times we've had to come from behind to win. You know, we've been 1 or 2-0 down and we've come back and scraped a draw or won the game from a losing position has been fantastic. Carabao Cup, we've won it 3 times on the trot. Again, 100% sell out on the stadium. One little blip, Arsenal 1-0, but we beat them in the return leg then 4-3 away. And we beat Newcastle 2-0 in the final, and we're quite comfortable. I don't think Newcastle put us under any pressure at all. So absolutely fantastic. Moments to remember. Biggest win, 8-0 against Norwich. That was in the league. That came, if you remember, after we'd lost in Europe, and I was worried because we'd had a couple of draws, maybe a defeat. Then we lost in Europe, and I'm thinking, oh, we've lost this year. And then we come up against 2 easy games, and we put in a hatful of goals, and our morale it just went through the roof, and we didn't look back. So yeah, and we did quite a bit against, in the Premier. We scored 15 goals against Norwich alone, which is why we've got so many goals on the team sheet. I mean, if you look at it, absolutely brilliant. And goal of the season, Burnley, Reina. I can't remember it, but I know Reina scored a lot of good goals last season. He's been runner-up in goal of the month a few times. Finance-wise, previous, current, we have ticked the boxes for Blackburn there. It's increased from continental to worldwide. Everybody knows about us now, okay? I'm not worried about this. This doesn't seem to update at the right time, because I know when we get going in the next season, if I'm still here, we will have new sponsorship deals. Sponsorship then, up by 10 million roughly, just under. Broadcast revenue, again, I don't understand this, because we went to the finals of every single competition. We won the lot, and for the broadcast revenue to drop off. But anyway, corporate hospitality, that's nearly $1 million improvement. Big jump in prize money, hence all of the wins, And yeah, match day commercial and retail, a little bit of an increase, not much. Top shirt sales, I've been griping on about getting rid of Ruiz because he tends to give the ball away a lot, but he's top with Calamai, Menino, Lucas and Serda all chipping in. Big shirt sales, well happy with that. Let's see if we agree with the lineup then. Nikolic, yeah. Eletson, Bitshiabu, Saseda, Ferrio. I'm not going to argue with that, because Bitshiabu and Perello, they were swapping and changing quite a bit. Saseda came in second half of the season and made it his own. This was our diamond in the midfield, absolutely fantastic. The three of them played so well. These two both want to play Mazzala, and in fact that's stipulated in their contract that their preferred position is the Mazzala, and that is one of the reasons we've gone to the Mazzalas, is because I had the midfield players there to do it, and I've trained the other players to actually accommodate the position. Amada and Calamai, absolutely fantastic wide players. They've had the best season out for us, and I want to show you the goals in a second. And Lucas, I was broken on about Lucas scoring 34. Almada and Calamai, wide players, chipped in with 39 goals, alright. 15 goals from Trkovic and Menino in the middle of the park. This, he's played 42 appearances, 12 of those were as a substitute. And that's when he seems to get most of his goals. He never scores one goal, he scores 2 or 3, believe it or not, at a time. Mainly from... You've seen a couple of corners go in, but most of his goals have been from free kicks and, believe it or not, throw-ins, where we play a short throw-in, cross a ball in, and he's there. That's what we set it up to do. Eletson, 3 goals, 3 penalties. Simple as that. He hasn't scored from open play, I don't think. But this contribution here from these attacking 5 players this season has won us the Premiership, won us the Champions League, won us the League Cup, and won us the FA Cup. Absolutely fantastic. And that should show in this now. So we got Premier Division Manager of the Month for January and Manager of the Year. Like I said, we never really went a month where we won every game. We'd win 2 or 3 and then draw 1 or 2 or lose 1. Although we only lost 4 in the league, we lost a couple in Europe as well. So, Bitshiabu then, he's the fans player of the season, 29 years old. He's been with us since day one, I think, or he was one of the first signings. Don't begrudge him that at all. Young player of the season, Pablo Ruiz. I'm surprised at that, because I expected it, although Lucas isn't young, is he? See, I'm thinking of Lucas as a young player. Signing of the season was Lucas. Goal of the season, Julian Reina. He is one for the future. He's going to be awesome. He really is. He's probably going to be the best player at the club. Top goal scorer, Lucas with 34. Most assists, Menino with 23. Most player of the match awards, Ruiz with 9. When you think he played a lot of games from the bench or didn't feature for a lot of the season, he's had a good season. Lucas, highest average rate, 7.4. Most passes completed, centre half, 72 means squid. They're just tip-tapping it back to the goalie, the full-back, centre half, goalie, full-back, centre half, and it means nothing. This should be amended to forward passes in every stat that they go for passing, not lateral and reverse passes, not at all. So most overall goals by player in a season is Lucas. He beat Joel by 3 goals in the end, I think, to claim that. And most assists, 23. Menino, can't argue with that for him, okay. Yeah, we've won it all with this club. Absolutely fantastic result. Not too interested in my timeline. We'll flick to the end of it just to see, but you know, there's a lot of winning stuff going on here. A lot of gold. Really nice record breaker there. Hall of Fame belongs to Morgan. I'm not quite sure about that yet. I'm already a legend at Blackburn Rovers. There's not a lot more to do here. I mean, that financial wise, we're in a good place. And what I said about it taking a while, I don't do things in 1 or 2 or 3 seasons. I don't jump from club to club. Look at this, you know. And then when you look at my overall history, that's it. Started with Hereford and then we've gone to Blackburn. We were lucky to get the Blackburn job. Because if you remember, around here I thought there was a glitch because nobody was interested in taking me on as a manager. And it wasn't until we got promoted to Sky Bet League 2 and virtually Blackburn came in halfway through the season for me. And I've been here ever since. You know, and it's 7.5 seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7.5 seasons. We joined them in 17th place. I thought we were going to get the playoffs that season and then we had a really awful run. And we ended up finishing 12th. But we've persevered. And as you can see, it's been a gradual procession of success. So yeah, that is roughly it, guys, for this. This is a short video, I guess. If Tuchel gets the Man City job, the Tottenham job comes available, but Tottenham, do I want to go there with Mr. Levy? I don't think so. So it could end up with us being Man United are back stable now. They were at risk of losing it. But of course, could be a lot of managerial changes over the next few months, so we'll wait and see. Supporter profile, guys, it's a steady increase on everything. All right, we've got another 3.1 million followers on social media, 18% casual supporters, fair weather supporters up 25%, but the big one for me is core supporters up by 35%, and that's why the board have started to think about putting on a new stadium. I'm still waiting for this. Okay, so we're going to accept the vision because it doesn't really change anything. And we'll have a look at the boardroom. Planning. We've been planning it since last June. This is almost 12 months. You know, they agreed that we needed to. It can't take a year, surely. And I mean, coaches, they've been rejected. I'm trying to build up a youth team, but I think because I've already got an outstanding youth team facilities, they're not keen on doing anything else with that at the minute. But yeah, we'll see. If I'm still here, it'll be an issue. If I'm not, then it doesn't matter, does it? End of season team meeting. Gonna have to move my camera up a little bit. I didn't even look to see what the vision was for next season. And again, it's only qualifying for stuff. So we'll do that. Discuss plans for next season. We're going to need to come back in fresh because I'm aiming to qualify for UEFA Champions League, and everybody's got to be happy with that. The few players that have bothered to turn up anyway, and that's exactly what I want. We also did better in the UEFA Champions League this season. Next season I'll be aiming to win it. Aiming to reach for the latter stages would be good enough. And enjoy your break. Bye bye. So that's it. Season team report, not really important. Proctor issues season injuries. We had quite a few again. End of season break, the guys have gone. Training camp, we're not going to China. We're going to go to the US of A. If I'm still here. Could end up in Crawley with somebody else. Staff numbers, so they've increased my coaching staff by 4 and my scouts by 2. That's only any good if it's actually youth. So because I've got the best coaching in the league, I'm just going to request a summary at this stage. It's the end of the season. There's not a lot going on. So fresh off the press, they've agreed the expansion. Not sure that's great. Okay, so we're going to have 5,791 more, which is going to take us up to roughly 40k. 21 million. takes 6 months to complete, and our stadium capacity will be reduced while that goes on. So just a quick update to end the video. We haven't been successful with the Man City job. They've decided, I'm pretty sure it looks like Thomas Tuchel's going to get it. That's fine. We'll wait and see what's happening. So if you've enjoyed the video, I know it's been a short one, bit of a chopped together thing with end of season review and whatnot. But if you enjoyed it, please leave us a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you next season. I wonder where we'll be. Probably Blackburn. Bye for now.